It's Manpreet.
Praveen.
We're here with Joyce, who is the manager of the WIC program here in Fremont, and we're just gonna try to get a little information about what the WIC program is about and what her role is. Hi Joyce, thanks for this interview.
Hi.
We're just gonna hit the questions right away. How long have you been working with WIC and what are your responsibilities?
So I've been working with WIC for about 2.5 years,
Okay.
and I used to be just a nutritionist at our Hayward site, and starting December of last year, I started being the manager here in Fremont. So about a little less than a year.
So what are your duties?
So I still see a lot of clients, being a nutritionist. So I still see clients on a daily basis, but just added on more administrative responsibilities and kind of overseeing the scheduling and staffing issues.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. And what is WIC?
So WIC stands for Women, Infants, and Children.
Mhm.
So it is a nutrition education and supplemental food program. So it's a federal program that is meant to improve the nutritional status of pregnant women, postpartum women, infants, and kids up to age 5. So a lot of what we do is doing education around different topics, nutrition topics such as breastfeeding, healthy nutrition during pregnancy, infant nutrition, toddler nutrition.
Is it solely nutrition?
It is mostly nutrition. I mean, we touch on things like physical activity as well, but it is mostly from a nutritional standpoint.
Okay.
Yes.
We also saw flyers outside about asthma and diabetes teachings.
Yeah, so we do partner with a lot of organizations and programs in our community. So we like to try to offer clients resources to these different, possible different classes or programs where they might access care for asthma or diabetes. But we here do not offer, actual classes or trainings on those topics.
Okay.
Yeah, but then in addition to the education, we do the supplemental food, which is where the clients get checks or vouchers to shop for nutritious food. So that's meant to, help them stay healthy during pregnancy or for the infants or for the kids.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So this program is solely for children and women, like you said. So how does one become eligible to be a part of the program?
Right, so it is income based. So it is geared for low income families. If a client has Medi-Cal, cash aid or food stamps, they automatically qualify. Otherwise, it is by income. So, we have set income guidelines depending on how many people are in the family. Okay.
And how does WIC directly affect the community of Fremont?
So I would say, a large, of course it affects a large population for the residents here. We serve a lot of people in our community, and especially the low-income families. So, really it's about making an impact in their lives at these critical life stages where they're very, vulnerable, of course. So trying to, improve their nutritional status for these families and to give them opportunities that, otherwise maybe they wouldn't have received. And, it's still large, I'm sure a large population still don't know about the program and are, not receiving the benefits even though they qualify for our services.
Right.
Yeah.
So from your time here, have you noticed the children who are registered under the WIC, are they predisposed to any nutritional risks or anything?
Sure. I mean, we do monitor hemoglobin and blood. So hemoglobin we check every year. We have, the parents take the child to the doctor to get blood work done, and then we also have a machine here that we can check the hemoglobin levels without doing any blood work. So we do monitor those every year, and actually, we often see kids are anemic. So that's a very main nutritional deficiency that we see.
Is it is it 1 to 3 years old or
0 to 5?
0 to 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we start requiring hemoglobin levels at 1 year.
At 1 year, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so in your time with WIC, have you seen any improvement in childhood obesity with those children who are participating in the program?
So we do, we of course see a lot of kids who are overweight or obese, because we are not really sort of, how do I say, not really coaches for them in their daily life. The impact is of course not as substantial if we are following them all the time, because here we don't really have continuity of care. It's kind of like when they come in, they see one of us. It may not be the same person every time. So it's
okay.
harder to assess, but we do check height and weight every 6 months for all the kids. So that's one way we can kind of see how they're doing, how they're tracking in terms of their percentiles. But here we do as much as nutrition education as we can to try to make sure that they're eating healthy, they're active, etc.
In order to minimize the.
In order to, yeah, but it does really require also the efforts of the parents
Right.
to have a healthy environment for the kids.
Mhm.
But as much as possible, we try to give these messages to them when they come in.
So with your time here, so those who do come in who are on risk of or obese, have you
Uh-huh.
seen any with the WIC help of the WIC program? Seen any decline in obesity or like a loss of
We
weight?
don't actually measure these percentages. I mean, we haven't really done like a data collection project or anything like that where we're actually measuring these.
Mhm.
But I would say some of the kids that I have seen or worked with, they often also receive outside maybe assistance too. Maybe they see a nutritionist outside of our program, and maybe they're being followed by their pediatrician very closely too. But there are some cases where we noted that weight has been more stable, so
Oh.
that's always a good sign.
Right.
But of course, kind of the impact we have is probably not going to be that substantial if they have a lot of, because nutrition sometimes is not their biggest concern. They have a lot of things going on in their lives, and this may be just a small part of their overall big picture. So it's hard to say that we can definitely make a huge difference in terms of kind of preventing obesity or
Mhm.
decreasing the risk of obesity.
Right.
Unfortunately, but that's kind of how it is.
So throughout their time in the program, and you say that that's the way you're able to see their progress, as when they come in and then they can come and
Mm-hmm.
see you, and that's when you can tell them, okay. And that's how you would say you would continue to monitor their progress?
Essentially, yeah, because usually their appointments are every 3 months. And when they come in, we try to do some form of education with them. If we notice a child is very overweight or very underweight, when they come in, we try to monitor their weight more often. So normally it's checked every 6 months, but maybe we'll ask them for every 3 months or every 2 months to kind of monitor more closely. Yeah.
So what about after they outgrow the program? How do you, what's their next step? Do you guys still guide them, or do you guys give them some sort of education about how to continue?
So the program is 0 to 5. So once they turn 5, they are no longer eligible. The thought is that once they are in school, they would qualify for school breakfast or school lunch programs to help them with kind of the trying to help them get healthier food and to remain nourished during their time at school. So yeah, once they turn 5, though, they are officially not in our program anymore, so we do not follow up with them after that. But of course, oftentimes they have younger siblings, or if the mom is pregnant, then of course they'll follow up with them.
You still follow up?
Yeah.
And that was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so
Sure,
much.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your answer.